The following is a Blazer Broadcasting sports presentation.
Four years ago, Tom Chambers came to Phoenix and in one season helped turn the Suns from pretenders to contenders. The strength of today's team is in backcourt. Kevin Johnson's quickness and talent have made him one of the league's marquee performers. Jeff Hornacek was a long shot to make the casting call 6 years ago. Today, he might be the best open-court shooter in the game. In a supporting role, Dan Marley has few peers. In Phoenix, he can change a game by just walking on the floor. Tim Perry might be the league's most improved player. The Suns are 43-16 when he starts. Even Kurt Rambis is back. The NBA's Clark Kent is out of the phone booth for 20 minutes a game. Last night, the Oscars were awarded in Hollywood. Basketball's Oscar is given in June, and Cotton Fitzsimmons has chased it for 20 years. A year ago, Chicago cherished its first championship and is looking to repeat. Phoenix and Portland hope this year the trumpet sounds for them. Tonight from Phoenix, Arizona, the Blazers meet the Suns.
Sponsors of Trailblazer basketball are Miller Lite, it's it, and that's that. By Toyota and their quality line of 1992 cars and trucks. By Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices. By Alaska Airlines, with 16 flights to the LA area each business day. By ODS Health Plan, partners in sickness and in health. And by Bank of America. Ask about Blazer banking at any branch. George Wash is the executive director and producer of Trailblazer Basketball, and J.R. Hellman is the coordinating producer.
Miller Lite is the great beer that's less filling. It's everything you want a beer to be. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Cold Miller Lite, it's that. Come on.
Are your days like mine? Start off busy and then get busier? I never had time to food shop the way my mother did, and it was costing me money. Because even though the store I shopped had great ads, it seemed like I always needed the unadvertised items. You know, the ones that cost more. Then one night I went into Fred Meyer. I couldn't believe how low their shelf prices were. So I switched. And now I can save on everything I need, which makes my great food taste even better.
Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices.
Airport, please. I got a 9 a.m. flight.
No problem.
Good.
What airline?
Alaska.
First time Alaska?
Yes, it is. But airline never take off on time.
First time Alaska.
When Alaska Airlines says a flight will leave at 9 a.m., we do our best to make sure it does.
They never leave on time.
So usually the only time you'll have to wait for a plane is when you miss one.
What's the world coming to?
Imagine you're out camping, and then your food runs out on you, and then your water runs out on you, and then your wife runs out on you, and then the lightning starts, and then the rain starts, and then your car won't start, so then you pull out your cellular phone, and then you call Mom, and she comes and takes you home. And then she gives you soup. Hello, Ma.
Steve, this is the kind of week that Terry Porter's been looking forward to all season long. Within the next 7 days, he gets Tim Hardaway of Golden State, John Stockton of the Utah Jazz, and tonight, Kevin Johnson of the Phoenix Suns. All three of those guys have one thing in common. They make an offense go.
They make it go, and they also can finish, and that is really the big challenge for Terry Porter. He's got to step up and be aggressive against Kevin Johnson, because Kevin Johnson's got new marching orders from his coach, Cotton Fitzsimmons. Cotton has told him, remember, you're the first option. When you score, you make us a better basketball team. It makes it easier for all the other guys to get to their spots and score. And I think if Portland allows Johnson to get into that penetrating rhythm, they'll be in for a long evening.
We've done a lot of Portland-Phoenix games, and one thing you always emphasize, the Suns are a team that Portland needs to outscore. What do you mean by that? How is it done?
The strength of the Phoenix Suns is their ability to score the ball, and score it from a lot of different directions. Tom Chambers, Jeff Hornacek, Kevin Johnson, all will get big numbers. We've seen Tim Perry chip in. So they have got to be able to reduce that by neutralizing it themselves. Score some points, and they've got to be willing to go out and force the running game on them. They've got to be aggressive at the defensive end. For both clubs? Got to take care of the basketball, because quick turnovers turn into easy points, and with easy points you get these long extended runs, and if Phoenix gets on one of those, it could be a long night for both of us.
Something dramatic.
We have lots of dramatic shades.
But not obvious. I don't want anybody to notice, but I don't want anybody not to notice.
Well, that's why we have such a huge selection here at Payless Drug.
I mean, I do want to make an impression.
Oh, I know. Oh, well, how's this?
Perfect. What about lipstick?
Well, how much of an impression do you want to make?
Pretty big.
This big?
Oh, well, I don't... Yeah.
Payless, the drugstore worth talking about.
At last, the warming sun breaks through amidst the gentle showers. This, then, is spring, and with it comes the Toyota Spring Drive Sales Event.
Your Toyota dealer is ready to make you a deal on a great Toyota truck with huge factory-to-dealer incentives and option package savings like $900 on 4Runner. Spring is here, and now's the time to see your Toyota dealer.
This will indeed be a joyous spring.
Cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
In the 3 or so hours it takes you to watch a Blazers game, at least 3 people will be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
But if you take just a little over 3 hours to walk with us April 5th in Portland, at the Franz Williams Super Cities Walk,
we can take giant steps toward finding a cure. Call 1-800-422-3042 for a brochure. Then sign up.
and join us in the fight to beat MS. Call 1-800-422-3042 for a brochure.
Dr. Grady, the baby's coming. Now, you got to send an ambulance.
David, we can't wait for an ambulance. Now, listen to me.
She's in a lot of pain.
Now, calm down. She's going to be okay.
I don't think I can do it.
You can do it, David.
Just a reminder, with every GTE phone system, you can get a comprehensive service plan and the right people to back it up.
This is it, David. Put your hand under the head. Guide it out.
Because some business calls are just too important to miss.
We could choose to match the Fred Meyer Jewelers price, but we choose not to. Yes, the Fred Meyer price is lower, but it won't come in a box with our name on it.
Ever wonder why some jewelers spend more time talking about Fred Meyer than about you or the products they sell? Makes us wonder, too. Before you make your next jewelry purchase, we invite you to compare our service, selection, quality, and price. You'll learn why our customers have made Fred Meyer the Northwest's largest fine jeweler.
Just a little good advice. In just a little time it took, you're gonna like the way you see. You're gonna love the way you look.
At Binion's, you'll find two kinds of professionals. People who know about optics and lenses and making quality glasses, and people who know about facial shapes and frames and making you look great. So about an hour later,
You're gonna love the way you look.
look for a special insert in this Sunday's paper with valuable coupons from Binion's.
Your most important personal assets are those you can always trust to be there for you. When you choose a health benefit plan, choose one that feels solid, dependable, and one that will always perform. ODS Health Plan. There for you in sickness and in health.
Hey, what do you want in a beer?
Come on!
Do you want a great beer that's less filling?
Well, come on!
Then let me show you everything you want a beer to be.
Cold Miller Lite, it's it, and that's that. Come on! Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on! Come on, don't you like it like that? Since we're talking beer, let's cut the chit-chat. Miller Lite, it's it,
Everything you want a beer to be.
and that's that. Come on!
Americans seem to like shortcuts. One reason Bank of America offers the Versatel card with every checking account. It lets you get cash and more at thousands of Versatel machines that are right on the way, no matter which way you're going. The Versatel card, the shortest distance between you and your money. Bank of America.
When you get BP Super, you get more than our highest octane. Like all BP gasolines, you get the highest level of cleaning power for your engine, which is why we can guarantee our gasolines won't cause fuel system problems of any kind. Something you'll really appreciate during the spin cycle.
Try high-octane super at BP today.
BP, on the move.
Hey,
Huh?
you hear that?
What?
It's quiet. There's no coughing.
Oh, uh-huh.
What'd you give her?
Something new.
Really? Where'd you get it?
Payless Drugs. The pharmacist recommended it.
Well, that's what I call a good pharmacist.
Uh-huh.
Maybe now she'll get some sleep.
Lucky her.
What do you mean?
Honey.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night.
Payless, the drugstore, worth talking about.
If you're searching for a cool, refreshing experience, if you're looking for the real thing, then you've come to the right place. Coca-Cola Classic. I see you got my message.
I see I'm not the only one.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the real thing. By Payless Drugstore, helping you get the most out of life. And by GTE. GTE, the power is on.
What is it, Maggie?
Remember when I told you Toyota's having their spring sales event?
Yes.
People better hurry. It's almost over.
Toyota's Spring Drive sales event is still going strong, but it ends soon. Time is running out on huge factory-to-dealer incentives. There's still big option package savings up to $1,500 on Celica. Your Toyota dealer has what it takes to help you buy or lease the Toyota that's right for you.
Listen to Maggie. Sales event ends April 2nd.
When it comes to networking with Apple computers, who would you rather work with? Someone still earning their wings? Or the company that's installed over twice as many multi-vendor PC networks as anyone? Computerland. We
we feature the full line of Apple Macintosh computers. With built-in networking and the Apple Talk network system, every Macintosh excels at connectivity, especially in multi-vendor environments. Computerland, your Apple authorized dealer.
A new stereo or big screen TV sure would be nice. But the fact is, your clothes are dirty and your friends are starting to avoid you. What you need is a washer and dryer. What you don't need is to spend a lot of money. So be smart. Get an Oregonian and look at your choices. Don't worry, you'll find one, you'll buy it, and you'll have clean clothes. Not to mention, friends.
You guessed it, Jill. Trout on a stick. Like all our new entrees, it's frugal, filling,
and convenient, too.
Bravo.
Do you ever wonder if airline executives actually eat the food they serve you?
Croutons.
Not just croutons, Jill. Dipped in oil. Jumbo croutons. Takes up lots of room in salad, saving on costly lettuce. I like it.
At Alaska Airlines, our top executives eat our food twice a week because we won't ever serve you a meal we wouldn't enjoy ourselves.
One of the big problems is kids. Kids dare each other to do dumb things.
They climb trees or fences near power lines.
It's not too smart.
Sometimes they even try to climb power poles and towers themselves.
It's dumb to take a dare like that. It's deadly. Won't catch me up there. I kind of like being on the ground anyway.
Cold filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Your palms sweat. Your heart races. Every cell in your body is delirious with excitement. It can only mean one thing. Bank of America is offering free checking for a whole year with 200 free checks, a Blazer checkbook cover, and free checking for a whole year. Blazer Banking from Bank of America.
Knowing that your health benefit plan will always be there for you is a great comfort. Having the loyalty of a company that has stood the test of time, that can perform with grace under pressure, that can be trusted to handle any rough roads that might lie ahead. ODS Health Plan, there for you in sickness and in health.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the people at Nike, who encourage you to just do it. By your area BP station. BP, on the move throughout Oregon. And by Cellular One, the nation's largest cellular company, lets you imagine no limits.
You think life on the road is easy, don't you? In this Phoenix, Arizona 82-degree weather. Well, when you're as athletic as I am, people stand in line to try to defeat you. All right, Mike, you got to serve today. It's the main thing. Hit that serve. Not good enough. Hit that serve. Come on, Mike. Yes, you got him, Mike.
I'm out here early in the morning, not even sweating.
Yeah, get that dead, Mike. Okay.
Like the ball.
Are you lucky?
Or a borrowed racket and used tennis balls. You still don't have it.
Just wasn't my day.
Mike, we need you to win this thing. We need you, babe.
Oh, no!
Miller Lite is the great beer that's less filling. It's everything you want a beer to be.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Cold Miller Lite is saying that. Come on.
Ah, spring. Time of year when all I think about is cars, hot cars, MR2, Celicas, Paseos. It's the Toyota Spring Drive Sales Event. It's on now at your Toyota dealer. There's big option package savings up to $1,500 on Celica and huge factory-to-dealer incentives. Toyota Paseo's low price will get your adrenaline going. And see the hot new MR2. It's time to get to your Toyota dealer. I'm in love.
I'm sure you work in an office,
What do you mean 8?
but you live on the phone, which is why you should know about Centranet service from GTE. With Centranet, you get the features and flexibility of the most sophisticated business telephone system, not the high cost of one.
It's really, really difficult for me right now.
Because while you spend most of your time on the phone,
You hung up on him. He's gone now.
there's no need to spend most of your money.
Making a family work can be really hard sometimes. I'm Mike Donahue.
And I'm Shirley Hancock. To help, KOIN TV plans a series of primetime programs and Newsroom 6 special reports.
We're calling it Family Works because it's designed to find solutions for today's family.
You know, maybe we've all forgotten how hard it can be to make a family work.
Or maybe we just need to be reminded how priceless it is when it does.
So join KOIN TV as we celebrate the vitality of the American family.
Because the family works.
A woman's place is in the home. Doing the dishes is a woman's job.
Heading down the middle, dishes off to Stevens for 2.
Women don't know how to drive. Women don't know how to play the game. Support the Women's Sports Foundation.
I'm Monica Spolstra, and welcome to Halftime tonight. Blazer fans will be proud to learn that head coach Rick Adelman has entered into the ranks of the elite in the NBA coaching world. This is perhaps something we've known all along, but you can read more about it in this week's edition of the Blazer page in This Week magazine. The team's success on the court has not only made for a lot of happy Blazer fans, it has also established Coach Adelman's ranking as number 4 in the all-time list of winning percentages for coaches in their first 3 years at the helm. Find out more about this feat on the Blazer page. Also on the Blazer page, you'll find the Basketball Tournament of the Americas spotlight is on U.S. Olympian Chris Mullin. Plus, you'll see the opponent outlook on Phoenix guard Jeff Hornacek, the Blazer calendar, and more, all on the Blazer page in This Week magazine. Tonight, Scott Zachary takes a closer look at Phoenix guard Jeff Hornacek.
Although backcourt mate Kevin Johnson still gets most of the attention, Phoenix knows they have another shooting star in Hornacek.
I go out there and play hard every night. I know as a type of player that I am, I have to do that. Nothing was ever given to me. I always had to work for it. I just go out there and play my game, and whatever happens, happens.
He is often called the NBA's most underrated player, except by those who know him.
He looks like my paper boy.
but he doesn't play basketball like my paper boy.
Go, Horn, go! Banking! And a play! Way to go, Horn!
Hornacek draws a tough assignment, combining instinct, hustle, and desire to survive into his 6th pro season.
I don't dunk the ball. Not the fastest guy. Not the strongest guy either, but, you know, I just go out there and give 110% every night.
While he leads his sons in scoring this season, Hornacek's star of the game nights are often downplayed the next morning with the business-as-usual headlines. His more celebrated backcourt partner, however, disagrees.
There's no person in Phoenix that takes Jeff Hornacek's game for granted. He, every night, is so consistent.
Whoa! I think I have it perfect.
Tyler, we're going to get you. We're going to get you.
If you want to be among the first to see the first U.S. national team to include NBA players, you better make plans now to attend the Basketball Tournament of the Americas coming to Portland this summer. Here's more on this history-making event. From June 27th through July 5th, Memorial Coliseum will be the proud host to NBA All-Stars such as Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and Patrick Ewing. Players such as these will form the long-awaited Dream Team, going up against teams from 10 countries in North, South, and Central America. The teams finishing in the top 4 will then qualify for the Olympic Games in Barcelona, Spain. Tickets for the event are still available, but they are selling quickly, so pick up your ticket application at the Blazers office or at the Coliseum box office. Ticket forms are also available by calling the toll-free number 1-800-347-USAB. During televised Blazer games this season, one lucky fan has had the chance to win $1,000 in cash just by guessing which Blazer will score first in the 4th quarter. Tonight, we have yet another contestant lined up for that chance, and here's more on how you could be selected for a future game.
Just stop by any participating Payless drugstore location and enter your guess for which Blazer will sink the first basket of the 4th quarter. If your entry is selected and you're correct, you'll instantly win $1,000 in cash and a pair of Blazer tickets. Even if you guess incorrectly, you still receive the tickets and a $100 Payless gift certificate just for participating. For details, stop by any participating Payless drugstore location.
And a final reminder tonight, the Blazer Cable Playoff Package is now available. You can order by calling 1-800-876-DUNK. That's it for halftime tonight. Back to Mike Rice after this.
Why can't it be wrong?
If you're not on the Horizon Shuttle, think of what you're missing. With flights every half hour between Portland and Seattle, you're never late for a Horizon Shuttle. Just a little early for the next.
When celebrations call for your famous twice-baked potatoes, crispy fried chicken, and creamy root beer floats, you should never have to worry about your time or your budget. And that's okay, because we give you lower prices on your family's favorites every day. So instead of spending time chasing specials, you can spend your time on the important things. Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices.
One of the big problems is kids. Kids dare each other to do dumb things.
They climb trees or fences near power lines.
It's not too smart.
Sometimes they even try to climb power poles and towers themselves.
It's dumb to take a dare like that. It's deadly. Won't catch me up there. I kind of like being on the ground anyway.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Tonight's game is brought to you by ODS Health Plan, partners in sickness and in health. By Bank of America. Ask about Blazer banking at any branch. By cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and Miller Genuine Draft Light. taking the country by storm. By Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices. By Toyota and their quality line of 1992 cars and trucks. And by Horizon Air, featuring the Horizon Shuttle, with flights every half hour between Portland and Seattle.
Ah, nothing like those Arizona Rays.
Hi, Mike. How do things go today?
Nah. Steve, have you ever had a day like this?
And now, BP, big play of the game.
A Clyde Drexler big play dunk in a moment.
When you get BP Super, you get more than our highest octane. Like all BP gasolines, you get the highest level of cleaning power for your engine, which is why we can guarantee our gasolines won't cause fuel system problems of any kind. Something you'll really appreciate during the spin cycle.
Try High Octane Super at BP today.
BP, on the move.
Robinson is in front with Porter. Terry for Clyde. Second score, Clyde Drexler.
When running hard with court spacing, the Blazers are tough to handle. And Clyde Drexler is the ringleader. Such is the case as Portland glides past the Rockets 115-95.
That's why this play was a BP big play of the game.
Your most important personal assets are those you can always trust to be there for you. When you choose a health benefit plan, choose one that feels solid, dependable, and one that will always perform. ODS Health Plan. There for you in sickness and in health.
You know, I believe in love. Love for your family, love for that special someone. But you can't have any of those things until you learn to love yourself. Party, yeah, have a good time. But when it comes to drinking, be responsible. Remember who you love, remember who loves you. Please think when you drink.
Imagine you've got this cousin you haven't seen for 12 years because he went off to Australia to look for zinc. But now he's rich. He's in town, and he wants to see you because you saved his life down at the old swimming hole when you were 12. But he's only in town for 3 hours, and you're down at the dime store buying orange paint. So, how's he going to find you? I don't know. Hello? Cousin Steve! Sure, I remember the old swimming hole. What about it?
Whoa, whoa. When you're on the go, when you're gonna win, Fred's bread is the loaf with life.
It does a body good, everybody depends
on the good in every slice of Fred's bread, the good bread. It's the loaf with life. There's a lot of life in every loaf.
Right now, while the lettuce is cool and crisp, the bell pepper's firm, just perfect. He's not thinking how all this wonderful produce was inspected for freshness, how it was trimmed and prepared to give better value. And that's okay. All he's thinking about is the great taste. Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices.
To the dismay of many, there are only 24 hours in a day. So before you head off on a sales call,
Let me see the bottom. You can go in now.
before you begin to grapple with a business letter,
Oh, please change the bottom.
GTE would like to suggest a slightly more productive alternative.
I'm sorry?
Now, you're going to want to sit down for this one. The phone. Because if time is money, this is a bank.
What is it, Maggie? Remember when I told you Toyota's having their spring sales event?
Yes.
People better hurry. It's almost over.
Toyota
Toyota's Spring Drive sales event is still going strong, but it ends soon. Time is running out on huge factory-to-dealer incentives. There's still big option package savings up to $1,500 on Celica. Your Toyota dealer has what it takes to help you buy or lease the Toyota that's right for you.
Listen to Maggie. Sales event ends April 2nd.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Miller Lite. It's it, and that's that. By Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices. And by Toyota and their quality line of 1992 cars and trucks.
Right now, he probably doesn't care about the price of that milk. He's not thinking about the many quality checks it must pass before it leaves our dairy. A dairy that wins awards year after year. But that's okay. We'll keep on bringing it to him, so all he has to think about is what comes next. Fred Meyer, for people who love great food and lower prices.
You feel this urgent need to have clean gutters and a manicured lawn. Obviously, you're in the market to buy a house. Of course, the house you want and the house you can afford probably aren't even on the same side of town. So get a map, a good realtor, then look through the Oregonian. We're positive you'll find the perfect little house in your price range. It'll have bay windows, a nice view, and of course, dirty gutters.
Miller Lite is the great beer that's less filling. It's everything you want a beer to be.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Cold Miller Lite is bad. Come on.
Center court with Andre Agassi versus David Wheaton.
Nice shoot.
Some technical difficulty. The network feed.
Are you the pharmacist?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Well, you can go to my party for me.
Excuse me?
The kids and grandkids flew me 500 miles to be here. And I left my prescription home. No prescription, no party.
But, sir, if you've ever had your prescription filled at any Payless Drugs, you're on my computer.
I am?
I can fill your prescription right now.
Oh? Well, take your time. I need to practice my breathing.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Payless, the drugstore, worth talking about.
Imagine you want to go out and buy some cheese, but you're waiting for a call from your friend Harry, who might have tickets to the big game. But you really want some cheese. But you really want to go see the game, but you want some cheese. Cheese game, cheese game. Well, if you have a cellular phone, like I do, then you can go out and buy the cheese and still be around for that important call. Ooh, a call. Excuse me, how much is the camembert? Hold on a second. Yellow? No, I can't talk right now, Mother. I'm in the dairy market. I'm buying cheese.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
when you're on the go, when you're gonna win. French bread is the loaf with life.
It does a body good, everybody depends.
On the good in every slice of France bread, the good bread. It's the loaf with life. There's a lot of life in every loaf.
So, how's the sandwich, Chef?
Oh, very funny.
Come on, we both agreed brown bagging was a good way to save money.
Fine. What are you doing to save money?
I go to Payless Drugs.
Shopping.
Mm-hmm, for Payless private label products. Same ingredients as the name brands, but a lot less expensive. They make everything, even antacids.
What are these for?
Oh, I think you'll need them if you're going to eat that sandwich.
Oh, this isn't my lunch. It's yours.
Payless, the drugstore worth talking about.
What is it, Maggie? Remember when I told you Toyota's having their spring field event?
Yes.
People better hurry. It's almost over.
Toyota's Spring Drive sales event is still going strong, but it ends soon. Time is running out on huge factory-to-dealer incentives. There's still big option package savings up to $1,500 on Celica. Your Toyota dealer has what it takes to help you buy or lease the Toyota that's right for you.
Listen to Maggie. Sales event ends April 2nd.
Americans seem to like shortcuts. One reason Bank of America offers the Versatel card with every checking account. It lets you get cash and more at thousands of Versatel machines that are right on the way, no matter which way you're going. The Versatel card, the shortest distance between you and your money. Bank of America.
The Phoenix Suns present Coach Cotton Fitzsimmons with his 800th NBA win as they beat the Portland Trailblazers 128-111. More coming up on the postgame show, so stay with us. Our friends at the Miller Brewing Company remind you, as always, think when you drink.
Portland Trailblazer basketball has been brought to you by Payless Drugstore, helping you get the most out of life. By Coca-Cola Classic, you can't beat the real thing. By GTE. GTE, the power is on. By your area BP station. BP, on the move throughout Oregon. By Cellular One, the nation's largest cellular company lets you imagine no limits. And by the people at Nike, who encourage you to just do it. George Wash is the executive director and producer of Trailblazer Basketball, and J.R. Hellman is the coordinating producer.
You know, people have things they crave. Ice cream, chocolate, and feelings, like friendship and being a part of something. At Albertsons, we like to see people feel good, like they own the store.
We're singing a new song because it's a new day.
I'm Peggy McReynolds, Albertsons store director, but I want people to know this isn't really my store.
Albertsons, It's your story.
It's in his head, his heart, in every muscle. The energy to go further. Texaco System 3 gasolines put this kind of energy to work for you on the road. System 3 reduces deposits and cleans your engine in all octane grades to help put the heart and muscle back into older cars and keep new cars running like him.
Last month, we were on our biggest job when a bad storm started moving in. I found a phone. Too bad I couldn't find my calling card. So I got a calling card from US West. Now I can call from anywhere with no access codes or long ID numbers to memorize, just 4 numbers I choose. That's so simple, I don't even need to carry a card. Now calling to update our schedule is the easy part of my day.
Call for your free U.S. West Communications calling card, the card you don't even need to carry. U.S. West, making the most of your time.
Now, the Trailblazer postgame show. Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by your local Chevy Geo dealers, the Portland Trailblazers and the Chevy S10 Blazers, 2 proven winners. And by True Value Hardware. You can do it with True Value Hardware stores.
Thunder showers outside, but it was hot inside as the Phoenix Suns scorched the Trailblazers, particularly in the third quarter. But the tone of the ball game was set early, turnovers, and a lot of them. What happened?
Well, you know, we turned the ball over an awful lot, like you say. We gave up in the third quarter, was I think where the game was really lost for us. We gave up 44 points and 72 points the last half. And, you know, our philosophy has always been that you have to stop people on the road and win that way. We didn't do that tonight, and we didn't play well. We turned the ball over offensively, gave them easy shots, and we have to respond now. You know, we've got the same schedule as most every team we're playing against, and it's going to be who is ready to play, who comes out every night to win, who's going to win the Western Division.
All right, Jack, now you talk about responding, but also at the same time, the reality is that Phoenix did a great job, even with some pressure. Hornacek had a tremendous third period shooting.
Hornacek is a great player, and he really showed what he's made out of tonight. And KJ beat us off the dribble time and time again. But they played very, very well. You know, they won the 800th game for their coach, and I don't know if they were fired up for that or just wanted to win. You know, they know they have to win a lot of games at home, all their home games to move up in the standings. So, you know, you have to give them a lot of credit. But we didn't play well, and we have to start playing well defensively and rebounding, and then we're going to be okay. But right now, we're not doing that.
All right, the Trailblazers struggling a little bit, but this man is always optimistic. He expects them to bounce back. We'll be back with highlights and stats.
As I look out on this great Northwest, I feel a lot of pride.
Chevy's best truck value ever. 1992 S10 Tahoe. Just $96.72 after rebate. You get V6, stereo cassette, sliding rear window, rear step bumper, more. Made in America. Chevy S10 Tahoe. Now $96.72.
Driving you home in the great Northwest. Chevrolet and Geo.
See your local Chevrolet Geo dealer this week and save.
I'll take the special.
I'll take the special.
I'll take the special.
And you should, too. The monthly specials at True Value Hardware stores. Like this 6-inch window thermometer and 5-inch rain gauge from Taylor. Both for just $249. They make it easy to watch the weather. In April, get both for $249 while supplies last. That's just one of the terrific specials at True Value, the neighborhood hardware stores with national buying power.
I'll take the special.
Tonight's postgame guest, Jack Shallow, will receive a $100 gift certificate from our friends at True Value Hardware, your store of first choice. 128-111, Suns by 17. Second half highlights with Steve.
If you had any joy in this game, it was seeing Jerome Kersey find his game as he was able to get into the open court and make some good things happen. But it was Kevin Johnson and Jeff Hornacek that continue to keep the pressure on the Trailblazers, and Hornacek had that feeling tonight. He could not miss and did not miss in a withering third quarter of play. He scored 17 to lead him in that 44-point effort, and at the same time, Portland was challenging with their own fast break. They got 32 points, but that wasn't enough. The third period decided the game and the scoreboard, but it was the Trailblazers really not being able to shut down penetration by Kevin Johnson or take care of the basketball. And when Portland attacks the basket, as they did, they have a chance to do some big damage against their opponents. But every time they looked as though they would build a little momentum, the ball came back to Phoenix, and Kevin Johnson was able to find the right guy in the right spot, and a lot of them in that high percentage area, as they pounded Portland in the second half for 72 points. You see how the Phoenix Suns moved the ball, and they challenged going to the rim, had cutters going to the basket, and when you have that, you're going to have a high percentage going for you.
Back with our final Computerland stats board, straight ahead.
I'll take the special.
I'll take the special.
I'll take the special.
And you should, too. The monthly specials at True Value hardware stores. Like this Rubbermaid 30-quart step-on wastebasket, only $6.99. This foot pedal keeps both hands free. And in April, it's only $6.99 while supplies last. That's just one of the terrific specials at True Value, the neighborhood hardware stores with national buying power.
I'll take the special.
As I look out on this great Northwest, I feel a lot of pride.
This is the 1992 Geo Metro. After $7.50 rebate, all you pay is $65.34. America's highest gas mileage, 58 mpg highway. The Pump Pass and Penny Pension 92 Geo Metro, $65.34.
Driving you home in the great Northwest. Chevrolet and Geo.
See your local Chevrolet Geo dealers this week and save.
We wrap things up tonight in Phoenix with a look at our Computerland stats board.
Porter had a big third quarter play, Jerome Kersey as well, and they were Portland's leading scorers in a night which they were offset by some tremendous shooting by Hornacek and penetration by Kevin Johnson.
Had 20 assists for Kevin Johnson tonight.
Buck Williams, the leading rebounder. There weren't a lot of rebounds to be had in that second half of play for the Trailblazers, who dominated that category early. Circle at 60%. Anytime you do that and have as many turnovers as Portland did, you're going to get whacked, and Portland took a beating tonight.
All right, our next cable game, the Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz. You'll see it on Thursday starting at 7 o'clock. Very quickly, closed-circuit locations. And now in the standings, the Blazers, Steve, with 22 losses, 23 losses for the Warriors, assuming they beat Sacramento tonight, 25 losses for the Phoenix Suns. This race is still wire to wire.
Well, there's still a race, but the Trailblazers, if they do what they're supposed to do, they should win. And that's what they've got to think about in terms of their approach to each and every game. You take one at a time. They've lost the last two. They should be in good shape.
All right, thanks for joining us, everyone. As we always say, without you out there, we're nowhere here. Now for our Blazer broadcasting crew, Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones saying good night from Phoenix, Arizona.
Tonight's postgame show has been brought to you by your local Chevy Geo dealers, the Portland Trailblazers and the Chevy S10 Blazers, two proven winners. And by True Value Hardware. You can do it with True Value Hardware stores.
This has been a Blazer Broadcasting sports presentation.